All right, this page 20, and everything on this page is like the bottom of the previous page, page 19. It's just graphing and solving inequalities. So we're gonna go ahead and take one of these. I'm gonna try to zoom in and get a focus. You may get a little bit of an angled view here, but it should be okay. All right, I'm gonna simplify this, and our goal is once again to solve for y. And you know what, I'll do two, because this one only has y's, which will be a little bit more unique than you're used to. So let's go ahead and we will distribute through. We got 4 plus 6 minus 4y is less than or equal to 6y minus 20. Let's go ahead and combine like terms on this side, which gives us 10 minus 4y less than or equal to 6y minus 20. Just so we can show you that something you may have forgot, that when you multiply or divide by negative, you switch the signs. Let's go ahead and subtract 6y from both sides. We'll line up our y's. We'll subtract 10 from both sides. We'll line up our 10s, right? And that's going to give us, looks like negative 10y is less than or equal to, in this case, negative 30. I'm going to divide by negative 10. I'm going to divide by negative 10, right? And we're going to get y is less than or equal to 3. Now, what I've done is I've solved like we normally would, but I actually made a mistake. Anytime you divide by a negative, and you can ask me, I'll show you this in detail, why, the y's of this, if you want, but when we multiply or divide by negative, like in this case, we divide by negative 10, we switch it around. And now I've got y is greater than or equal to 3. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find y is 3. Well, y is 3 right here. In fact, if I make a line, every y I've just touched is 3. And this line, if you remember, should be solid because I have an equal to, so it's not a dotted line. Now I need to figure out whether it's above or below where it's greater than. Well, I know y is 4 right here, so y is 5 here, so it looks like everything above this line happens to be true. And that would solve that. I'm going to come down and do one more really quick. Let's do 7 so you can see one with two variables again. I'm going to let you try to figure this guy out by yourself. Again, solving for y, we subtract 12x minus 12x, which gives us negative 8y is greater than, well, in this case we got negative 12x minus 16. The goal is solving for y. I'm going to divide by negative 8. Woo! I divided by a negative, that means my sign switches around. Gives me y, those guys make 12 divided by 8 is 3/2 x, 2 negatives make a positive. 16 divided by 8 is positive 2, again 2 negatives make a positive. And I have a linear equation with a y-intercept of 2, so I'm going to put a dot there. A slope of rise of 3, 1, 2, 3, run of 2. There's my slope, we'll write it. 3/2, my y-intercept of 2. And let's just go ahead and do one more round, 1, 2, 3 over 2. And I'm going to do a dotted line representing that because there is no equal to. Shade up or down, in this case it says less than, so I shade down. That means everything below this line, but not on the line because it's dotted, is had a solution that would make that equation true. Let's test one. Let's test 0, 0. 0 should make it true. If I plug in 0 there, that gives me a 0 is greater than negative 16, because that turns into a 0 well, because my y is 0, and 0 happens to be greater than 16, so we shade it on the right side. Again, short video, but pretty much that's what that page is, page 20.